Guys, so I was tagged by Kristen, to do a recovery tag. First I'm gonna do a little update thingy because I just wanna say, like, sorry for the shit quality videos. I've been at my parents' house lately and I don't have my good camera here, so I've been using the shitty ass webcam. I have better lighting today though, so I think it's okay. I think it's like good enough for now. Um So yeah, I'm at my parents' house because my dad actually sorry. See, that's another reason why I don't like making videos here because like there's a lot going on, you know. And let me go close my door or something. No, I can't do that because I can't. I'm sorry. Um, it's just very distracting here. It's so distracting here. There's so much going on. But my dad actually had a stroke, and it's kind of been a huge freaking tragedy for the family, and especially for me because I was actually alone here with him when it happened. And my parents are like older than most of my friends' parents. My parents are like in their mid 60s. And so they're not young chickens anymore, you know, and they're getting older and sicker and it's kind of freaking me out a little bit. And and I was alone here and had to go to the hospital with him and it was kind of a nightmare. Anyway, so that's but you know, I've been keeping active. I've been walking every day. I've been like talking to friends. I've been, you know, going to like meetings and events and drumming circles, spiritual events. I've been keeping myself active and I've gotten myself through all of this mess. And I've also been able to help out my dad, which means the world to me because he's kind of like my total like rock in this world. He really is my rock in this world, and he I've never really met anyone that makes me feel like he makes me feel. So we're very close. And so it's very sad seeing him like this. But yeah. So anyway, I wanted to say that I also wanted to say that I want to do something really stupid and corny, but I'm gonna do it anyway, even though it's really stupid and corny. I want to give you guys a nickname, and I've already been using this kind of like every now and then, and I've been using it on Facebook some. But and you guys know I write poetry. Like I started this channel as a poetry channel, and I came up with the word dreamlings one day for a poem, and I kind of dig it for like calling people as a nickname dreamling. Like I call different people that. So I'm gonna call you guys dreamlings. I hope you don't mind. If you think it's weird, tell me. If you like it, tell me. Um, I don't know if that's weird or not, but I kind of like it. So we'll see what happens. But okay. So this tag. Let's get to this. Okay. So first of all, I want to say who am I tagging? Tagging Melissa. I drank the seawater, and yeah, I'm tagging Melissa. Because I am too shy to tag anyone else, and Melissa's cool, and I talked to Melissa, so thank you, Melissa. Yeah. Um, okay, so let's see. Question 1. When and why did you start self-harming? I started when I was 14 years old. It wasn't really a thing back then. You have to remember, I'm a bit older than you guys are. It wasn't really a thing when I started. Like, it wasn't really, like, a thing that people did. Or, like, that's why I think I started later than a lot of people do, because it wasn't, like, a thing that people did. It, I wasn't even aware of it until I saw, oh, this is such a stupid story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. I hate the story. But I wasn't even aware of self-injury until I saw a video of, like, Linkin Park, the Numb video, and they have, like, this painter gothic girl who cuts herself, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? And so that's how that started. So, yeah, I'm sure you can tell how old I am now, which I don't care. Why did I start self-harming? Well, I mean, honestly, it was kind of a buildup of a life of bullshit. Like, my whole life, I was, like, pretty mentally ill. I'm sure you guys know a little bit of that. But I've had everything from OCD to hallucinations to delusions to depression, anxiety, panic attacks, personality disorders, somatoformic disorders, so it's just another thing on the fucking list, right? You know, it's just another negative behavior. Self-injury kind of started as a pattern of destructive behaviors for me, and that was kind of the first one that I got was self-injury. and they've continued on to this day. I keep gathering more and more self-destructive behaviors or switching them. It's like they just keep coming, and it's all the same thing. You know, it's all self-hatred, I guess. It's all self-hatred and self-loathing. Anyway, how long have I been in recovery? Well, let's see. That's a really tough question. I think I mean, I started therapy when I was 14, but I didn't actually want to quit until probably I was like, probably 19. And, but then I didn't actually like, that's when I started trying to quit, was when I was 19. So I guess that means I've been in recovery for like 7 years now, which is awesome. Now I haven't, yeah. So I've been in recovery for about 7 years, and what happened is I kind of hit rock bottom. I was forced inpatient against my will, court ordered, which has happened too many times, and I just decided, I was like, look, I'm not living life. I'm not functioning. I can't get through school. I can't do anything. So I just decided I wanted to quit. But that was not the end of it. That was not the worst of it. But that was when I started trying. How long have I been self-harm free? Completely, like almost a year now, I think. I have this stupid, like, bad habit, and it's a horrible habit, where I relapse like every fall. And I have gone falls without relapsing, but normally every fall I relapse. It's nothing bad. It's not like anything really bad, but it's still not good. It's not, nothing is good. Even the smallest thing is not good. So, I'm hoping to get, I think I have my shit together this fall enough that I think I'll be fine. Because I'm like doing so much better, and I'm back in school, starting my graduate studies. What inspired me to recover? Well, I had death or recovery, because that's when I hit my rock bottom or whatever, was when I was in the ER on death's bed, and almost died from self-injury. So that's why I wanted to recover, is because I didn't want to die. And I realized that if I kept doing it, that I was going to die, you know, on accident. And this was not a suicide attempt. This was just an accident. And that, unfortunately, that happens. And so I had to choose between life or death. And and that it got that far, which is why I make these videos, because I don't want it to get that far for anyone else. You know, I want people to stop it before they have to make the decision of life or death, you know. Hardest part of recovery. I think I agree with Kristen here. Definitely the triggers, resisting the urge, because it is an addiction. It is totally an addiction. You know, maybe not in as much of a chemical sense, but definitely a psychological sense. More so. You know, there's a difference between psychological and chemical addictions, but they're equally as strong, you know. Just getting through, just resisting the urge is definitely hardest. Tips and tricks. Well, let's see. I don't like the writing on yourself. I don't like the snapping the band. I don't think that's really, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel like those are good ideas. If you guys like them, if they work for you, go ahead, do them all you want. That does not work for me. For me, distraction. That's all that I do. I just distract myself. You know what else I love to do? Do something crazy and rebellious. Because for me, like, self-injury was always like a way to rebel and be like a big fuck you to the world, you know? Even though, like, I didn't tell anyone, it was like a big secret. It was like my secret fuck you to the world and to my parents whenever. So do something crazy. Like, I have, like, before, when I've been, like, had urges, I've just, like, gone out and ran around in the rain and, like, gotten soaking wet, like, in the middle of the wintertime. And I've done things like just dye my hair, or like bleach my hair, like change my hair color, or like get a new piercing or something. So just find other ways to rebel, you know, find other ways to like get the same feeling. 3 reasons recovery is worth it. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I feel like a lot of this should go without saying, but maybe it's just obvious to me, not to other people. But, it's like I'm not on a roller coaster anymore. I'm really not. I'm not on a roller coaster anymore. I don't have to worry about cutting anymore. I mean, for the most part, it's not something I really think about a lot. It's not in my head all the time. I don't have these urges all the time anymore. Those are good reasons that recovery's worth it. I can live life and not have to worry about hiding things from my friends and family. And I can be honest with my friends and family. Those are good reasons why it's worth it. It's made me like learn to love myself more and appreciate myself more. It's forced me to value myself, which is totally worth it. Words of encouragement. Oh, this is probably my favorite part. Let's see. Now because I took a swig of Diet Coke, and that means I have to like. I'm sorry. Oh my god. So basically, like, you know, as a lot of you know, I'm like very spiritual, and I don't know if I'm shoving it down people's throats or whatever, but words of encouragement. You know, I believe that sadness is really covering up like anger and hatred, you know, and fear. Because, you know, it's fear and then anger and then sadness. So fear is at the very bottom. And I believe that like self-hatred is at the core of like most self-injury. And I don't even know where I'm going right now. I'm just like, I got so like, I feel like, you know, I just remember looking back to when I was cutting myself for so many years and so often, and I just feel like I guess the way that I felt is that I felt just completely hopeless, and I wanted to die. I didn't want to be alive, but I didn't want to kill myself though, and which is good. And I was just so miserable all the time. And I guess I want you guys to know that it's not easy to get better. I'm not going to sit here and lie and pretend like it is easy, but it is so fucking worth it. It is so worth it because like, you know, just I want you to know that it actually does get better. You know, I know you don't believe that. I know you don't want to hear that, but it really does. And the reason I can say that is because like I have been through it. Like I've been through like the worst of the worst. And I've seen other people. I know people. I know a lot of people. I've studied this. I have a degree in this. It does get better if you try. And you have to try, you know, you can't just try once. You have to try again and again. And every time you try, it's a little tiny celebration in your soul. Your soul does a little, yes, yes, we're trying, hooray. And your soul, it just shines. Every time you try a little bit, every time you resist, your soul is so happy and so joyful. And, you know, even if you don't make a lot of success, just try. Every day, try a little bit more. And it will get easier and easier. And then one day you'll look back and you'll be like, holy shit. I didn't realize how well I was doing. You know, how could I do all of I didn't think I could ever do this before. But this video is getting long. I don't want to bore any I don't know. I want to show you all my new e-cig though, if anyone's interested. So I used to smoke a lot, which is horrible. And I would smoke like between a half pack and a pack a day, and I was like, I was giving myself asthma. It was a nightmare. And so, like 4 months ago, I got an e-cig, and I quit smoking like completely, except for like I smoked for like a couple weeks, but then I got this bad boy, and I haven't smoked in a few days now, so I'm like psyched. And this guy's like pretty badass. I have it on like the lowest setting right now. Let me show you. Haha, that looks so sweet on video. Damn, I should like watch myself do this in the mirror. Anyway, so yeah, this thing they're cheap. I mean, if you smoke and you want to like quit, this thing cost me like $35, including the charger and the fluids cheap. It's like not a that's like that's like a fucking like a week and a half worth of cigarettes right there, and this thing will last me forever. And the fluid's like so cheap. Anyway, this was such a random video. Okay, I love you guys. Tell me if you think it's super annoying if I call you Dreamlings or not. Okay, bye.